Hi, all TET and teacher equipped aspirants. In this video, I would like to discuss methods of teaching grammar. Guys, if you like this video, subscribe my channel and share it to your all friends. Well, guys, now let us study what are the methods of teaching grammar. Okay, then first of all, the first method of teaching grammar, that is the traditional method, or this method, it's not a new method, it is one of the old method. Mostly we are using this method as a, we'll call this is makes the use of textbooks to teach grammatical rules. Okay, so here we are going to teach this traditional method with the teacher will use the textbooks. Teacher will use the textbook to teach this traditional method. Then the teacher first explains the rules. The teacher explains the all rules and regulations of a particular grammar part. Suppose if you are going to teach articles, the teacher will be explain what do you mean by the article, then what kinds of articles like definite and indefinite article, definite and indefinite article like a and the like that. Then the teacher will come to the exercises. So these all rules and regulations teacher explain through the textbook only or grammar books only. Then later exercise are given to text knowledge of the student. So what are the demerits of this one? The main demerits of this method is it empathizes on root memory. So the students or as per learners should be learn each and every point by the memorizing only. Okay, so it empathizes that on the importance to the memory point. Then it does not follow the maxims of teaching, like so as we know that one, the maxims of teaching is simple to complex. Okay, is simple to complex, but here no need of this maxims. And so first of all, when the students should be understand easily the if that rules, and if the teacher will starts from the examples to rules, he can be understand, then student find it least interesting. So that's it's not a very it's not an interesting method. Okay, then the next method is inductive method. You know that one, inductive method and deductive method, but here I am going to discuss two method. It is one of the teaching of grammar point in this as we know that one, what do you mean by the inductive method and what do you mean by the deductive method? So inductive method, it's the starts from the examples. Okay, the inductive uh, inductive method starts by the example. Okay, then deductive method by the rules. So here teacher at a time do all these things. I mean, sometimes examples, sometimes rules. So that's why that is called as a inductive method. Through this method, the students themselves formulate the rules with the help of the example. So in this method, the teacher will be teach all grammar aspects and grammar by the examples only. So first I will teach, I will give the one by examples. So first, the Ganga. Okay, the Ganga. The two students will be, sir, why the Ganga? The Ganga because of the name of the river. We should be used the like that. The students will be learn next, right on. If we give an example, the Yamuna. Okay, no, like that, the Krishna, like that, the students will be starts learning by the examples. Then some of the some steps are there to learn this method. The students are given some examples of similar, because I have given the Ganga like that, the Yamuna. Then students try to find out similarity by analyzing or observing these examples. So I have given some examples like the Ganga like that, the Yamuna example. The students are asked draw some new conclusion. Suppose I will give the one more examples. Like the Himalaya because of the sun, because of the universal truth, the earth, like that. Then the teacher will be give the rules and give the new examples. Okay, then first the teacher starts by the everything by the example, then later he will come to the rules. So that's called as a inductive deductive method. Here what are the main merits of this method? This method is based on the psychological principle like simple to complex, then is this method will be used. The maxims of teaching then arouses the interest. So if you give the examples one by one, so the students will be automatically learn that one. Then no need of any memorization of this method. Totally this method will be avoid the memorization. Then what are the demerits of this method? The main demerits, it's applicable only for the early stage, like primary stage. It's one of the good method, and this method is not a complete in self, because all the rules, examples trying practice again and again, it may be getting bored little bit sometimes. So that's why it is better for early stage method. So it is the inductive deductive method. Then third one is incidental method. So incidental method is nothing but a correlation method or reference method of teaching. This method helps the students to correlate grammar with other logical structures. Like that, suppose you are going to teach the Sir C.V. Raman lesson. Okay, Sir C.V. Raman lesson. So the someone students will be asked, Sir C.V. Raman, what do you mean by the Sir C.V. Raman? Raman is one of the name of person. Raman is a name of the person. Name of the person is nothing but, now let us study the noun. Okay, so it is the incidental method. While we are teaching one lesson, that is Sir C.V. Raman, but along with that one, so we got the students ask the, what do you mean by the Raman? That is called as the incidental method. Incidentally, we will teach the grammar aspects. This method helps the students correlate grammar with other related logical structure. Students gain the practical knowledge of grammatical rules. So teacher will be explained, like I have explained, like Sir C.V. Raman. Grammar is taught incidentally by relating to the textbook. So my intention is to teach the Sir C.V. Raman lesson. Along with that one, I have taught this noun. Okay, so it's called as a incidental method. So here the students have the practical use of grammar rules. Someone suppose it's one of the best method, because the practically the students will be know what do you know what is the name of that Raman, and like that. Then demerits, it's not any complete method, it can interfere with the normal teaching, so sometimes it is also not an effective method. The next one is the informal method. This method implies the teaching of grammar not by rules but usage. So informal method, we could not use any other rules, but in the day-to-day life we will use this one through the continuous practice of using words while speaking, reading, writing, and grammar can be taught, therefore learned by students. Sometimes suppose if you say your students write some adjectives, most probably adjective will be get ly. Okay, like beautiful, beautifully. Okay, beautifully, like just write on the adjective of fast, the student suddenly will be write fastly. Okay, through the that one. So it is wrong, because the fastly, there is no word in English. So if you use that fast adjective, that's only fast, that's why. So it is an informal method. Here the grammar will be learned by the speaking, reading, and writing, while uses this one. The students have the practical use of grammar rules. In this method, the students will be get the practical use of all grammar rules and regulations. Then what are the main demerits of this method? It's not a complete method. It can interfere the normal teaching. So it's also a one of the normal teaching, like other format. So these are the methods of teaching of grammar. So if you like this video, and subscribe my channel, and if you like this one, share this video to your friends. Thank you for watching.